Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to the 7. Many of your neighbors still reeling from Monday's EF2 tornado, but it's tonight's forecast that makes the top of our Big 7 list. You know, it's been just 2 days since parts of the area looked like this, with howling wind, pouring rain, the ferocity of the storm blowing down trees, utility poles, sending debris through windows and across yards. For some, the damage was just a mess to clean up, haul some limbs out of the yard, and, well, they're good to go. Others, though, had their roofs either peeled off by the wind or punctured by falling trees. It's the kind of damage that takes time to fix, and we'll hear another account of someone in that situation. That's straight ahead for you tonight. But time right now to protect damaged property is in short supply, with more storms, rain moving through tonight. So let's see what's in store with the area with 6 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Ken Weathers.
Hey, Bo, this is round 1 of showers and a few rumbles that are moving through the area right now. Not expected to be severe, but some gusty winds possible areas south of Knoxville down towards Chattanooga. But this is the first batch this is going to move through. I think it's the overnight batch that we really need to keep a close eye on that has the potential for some stronger winds. So heavy rainfall, as you can see, Bledsoe, Ray, Meigs County down towards Cleveland. That's pushing east, so it could be some gusty winds, maybe 30, 40 miles per hour in McMinn, Monroe over the next hour. Otherwise, this is just rain starting to move into the region. Wider perspective, you can see how this is rapidly moving eastward. So between now and about 9, 10 p.m., this is our opportunity for rainfall. And 6 Timeline kind of points this out nicely from where we are. Let's stop it here at 10 o'clock. Most of it has weekend pushed east. It's the overnight opportunity that we need to keep a close eye on. This is 2 a.m. You see a few storms starting to develop. That line will start to drop south and east, and it's within here that we have the opportunity to see some stronger winds. Bigger impact may end up being some locally heavy rainfall, especially where we have had damage already. Maybe you're missing some shingles or a roof in general. You don't want to see all this rain being added to the top of it. But I do think there is a risk anyway, Bo, especially west of Knoxville, of some stronger winds later tonight. I'll talk more about that in detail and show you about how much rain we're expecting. That's coming up.
All right, Ken, thank you very much. Well, the big cleanup and repair efforts is next in our Big 7 at 7 list for you. You know, we've shown you damage in West Knox County, plus a bit in other parts of town, but until today, we had not checked on the impact of South Knoxville, and there we found a homeowner facing quite the impact indeed. Matthew Reynolds' living room is full of dirt and chunks of his roof. Reynolds has no idea where to go next. He says he was home at the time of the storm and took cover as the ceiling began to cave in. Some of his family members have pulled together to get some money to pay for a hotel room for the next few nights, but he doesn't expect to ever be able to live in his home again.
Quite honestly, I was just starting to get ahead a little bit in life, and this totally destroys my whole life. And emotionally, I am absolutely bewildered and completely upset. I'm holding back tears, to be honest.
We should note Reynolds is an Uber driver and said the trees also damaged his car. Well, there's still noticeable damage from that round of storms, especially in West Knoxville. You're looking at video taken earlier today in the Seven Oaks neighborhood of Kingston Pike. You can see trees were split in the storm. LCUB crews still working to restore power to many of those homes. And we also stopped back in at Level Crossing Apartments to check in on cleanup efforts there. We're happy to say most of the debris has been cleared, and apartment management has now told us a full team is on site working to make all those repairs. Well, Tennessee has a crisis cleanup hotline to help those who need assistance in the aftermath of storms. And if you call the number on your screen, 865-351-0552, we're told you will be connected with volunteers from local relief organizations, community groups, and faith communities. They're prepared to help clear already cut fallen trees, remove drywall, flooring, and appliances that are damaged. They can also help tarp roofs and mitigate mold. We're told all services are free, but service is not guaranteed due to the overwhelming need right now. So this hotline will accept calls through Friday, so don't hesitate if you need them. That is August 25th. Well, another big story and big task out there, getting the lights turned back on, that is for sure. Checking LCUB's outage map for you tonight. The outage count down to 123 customers impacted right now. That's a huge improvement from Monday. And looking at KUB's outage map, 484 customers still without power. That's down from 58,000 during the height of the storms. KUB tells us more than 170 crews are working throughout KUB's service territory today to get the power restored. Utility company posting some video to social media of the work underway. Also in that video, company's manager of overhead construction giving perspective on just how bad the damage really is.
I've not seen damage like this on the system since 2011. It was a bit more widespread then, not nearly as isolated it is now. But to have 60,000 customers out, I would imagine this will be in the top 5 events, restoration-wise, that KUB's been a part of.
So many trees down. KUB says it makes restoration more complicated, with crews having to cut paths through the debris just to get to those problem spots. Polling places just closed for the first day of early voting in the city of Knoxville primary. There are some big seats up for grabs, as a lot of you know. In addition to municipal judge and 4 city council seats, you can now vote for the city of Knoxville's mayor. That is if you are registered to vote and live in the city limits. As we've told you, current mayor India Kincannon is running for re-election, but she is not the only one on the ballot. Constance Every, Richard Lawhorn, and Jeff Tallman are also hoping to become the next mayor. The early voting period, by the way, runs through August 24th. Polls open from 10 to 6 Monday through Friday, 10 to 3 on Saturdays. That's ahead of Election Day, which falls on August 29th. U.S. Department of Justice revealing that FBI agents have charged Shaun White with a federal anti-carjacking law. The man, accused of stealing a dump truck at knife point, now faces a federal charge. That truck loaded with garbage crashed into a Sevierville business. This happened Monday morning. Now, investigators say White had already stolen a car earlier that day and crashed it before flagging down the truck. Now, the federal law that prosecutors are using was passed back in the 1990s in response to a rash of carjackings nationwide. If convicted, White could face up to 25 years in federal prison. He also faces state charges, including attempted murder and aggravated assault. East Tennessee Realtors just wrapped up a poll asking Knoxville residents how they'd handle the housing issue. More than 800 Knoxville voters of all ages taking part, asking questions on the city's growth and development. And today, they presented their findings to city leaders and other government entities to help inform future decisions. One of the first polling questions asked voters what they think should be top priorities for local government. Well, take a look. Coming in at number 1 at 48%. They said increasing the amount of affordable housing was a top priority. But following closely behind at 45%, people said protecting open space like fields, forests, and farmland from development was a top priority. As you can imagine, those two options can conflict, a problem for leaders trying to make policy decisions. When asked to choose just one of those priorities, those polls seemed to struggle. 52% said building houses was more important, while 45% said limiting construction was more important. But when you break those answers down to different age groups, there's an obvious trend. 62% of 18 to 49-year-olds say that housing is the big priority, and that age group also tends to be most impacted by the housing crisis.
Young professionals, that key demographic that Knox County, both local government, community organizations have been putting a lot of time and effort into trying to keep young professionals, UT graduates in Knoxville. That is the demographic that is really bearing the brunt of the housing issue. And that is also the demographic that's highly supportive, generally speaking, of building more, even if it means there will be change.
All right, so how do we solve the ongoing housing affordability problems? East Tennessee Realtors also asked voters that question. Top 3 proposals include changing zoning laws to allow for more construction. The most popular option would change laws to allow for more multifamily housing like townhomes, duplexes, triplexes. The other 2 options, slightly less popular, would be to change zoning laws to build more apartment buildings and condos. Knox County Mayor Glenn Jacobs helped this poll happen to better understand residents' thoughts about housing and growth. In a statement today, he told us that he feels that, quote, our county's leaders have been provided ample knowledge for decisions ahead. And this growth isn't just in the Knoxville city limits. The city of Maryville also working on a master plan to help deal with growth there. They're going to be studying downtown Maryville's existing conditions and collecting community input and feedback to get more recommendations for land use, zoning, transportation, design, policy, and economic development. There's a public kickoff meeting to learn about the project. That is tomorrow. It's at the Maryville Municipal Center, just off West Broadway. And you can learn about future development, streetscapes, public spaces, and public art, and of course, share your ideas. The presentation begins, by the way, at 5:45 tomorrow.